Anime, Naruto rated M, English, Adventure and Romance, Naruto U, Yugito N 1854 Chapter 1. Prologue. Hello all. Thank you for coming to my story. This is my first fanfic, so I hope I do well. Beware, rookie mistakes shall be prevalent. Disclaimer. I do not own Naruto. If I did, I imagine I would be sitting in a group discussing the real Naruto and not sitting in front of my laptop typing fanfiction. But hey, it's a good second place. Chapter 1. Prologue. The village. Hidden in the leaves, better known as Konoha and viewed as the strongest of the 5 great hidden villages, is a peaceful place. The Leaf Village is known for its wool of fire and which emphasizes how important teamwork was. Many legends spawned due to the beliefs held in the wool of fire and fighting for their village's sake with that ideal embedded in their hearts. On 1 October 10, 6 years ago, the birth of one boy would be the beginning of a new legend. That boy is a young, blonde boy named Naruto. Naruto is not an ordinary boy though, he is the Jinchuriki of the 9-tailed fox, who attacked Konoha on the day of Naruto's birth. Incidentally, the attack was devastating and came out of nowhere. Many shinobi perished that night, facing the Kyuubi, along with many civilian casualties. The sudden attack crippled Konoha considerably, and Konoha's destruction was imminent had it not been for the Yondawa Hokage defeating and later sealing the Kyuubi into a newborn Naruto at the cost of his life. The Yondawa had wished that Naruto is seen as a hero, but unfortunately, that was for naught, as people viewed Naruto as the Kyuubi reincarnate. Although they did not openly hate or abuse young Naruto, his fate was worst, being that his entire existence was seemingly ignored. Naruto became an orphan that night and as such had lived at the orphanage since birth. Just like with most orphans, being adopted by a family was all Naruto wanted since he could remember. Nothing was wrong with him as far as he knew. He was smart. The nice orphanage mother said he was handsome. Maybe his whisker mark like scars. No, she said those added to his appeal. So why, like every other day, was he not adopted? He could not even get one of the families to even consider him. The orphanage had a plentiful of people come in, yet Naruto still felt all alone. And what did I do to get this treatment? And thought Naruto sadly. At that same instance, something strange was happening in Konoha. Nothing too major, it just seemed like the vegetation around Konoha seemed to pale a little in color. Center of Konoha. In a building, directly in the heart of Konoha, there was a man seated behind a desk in an office looking into a crystal ball. He was none other than the Sandaime Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi. Hiruzen is an old man with gray hair and a wrinkled face to go along with his age. Despite that, he is still acknowledged as the strongest in Konoha and is still considered one of the strongest shinobi in the world today. Behind Hiruzen was another man with silver hair, dressed in all black with gray armor, and a dog-like porcelain mask. This was the Anbu captain, code-named Inu. With one of his most trusted Anbu behind him, Hiruzen could not keep himself from sighing from what he was viewing. And Inu, do you think I've failed the Yondawa? And asked Hiruzen. And I could not say. Although if I had to say something I'd state things could be made a little easier for the hero of Konoha. And replied Inu. And maybe you're correct. I could make things easier for Naruto, starting with finding people who will at least acknowledge him. Maybe I'll go to the orphanage tomorrow and walk him around the village. And quote. Sounds practical, Hokage-sama. I'm sure you will know what to do. If I may be dismissed. Of course. Have your report in later. Said Hiruzen. Okay. Oh, by the way, is it me? Or does Konoha not seem as green as earlier? Said Inu before he disappeared in a puff of smoke. It does. That's odd. It's not supposed to look like that. The only times I've seen it look like that was when Hashirama-sensei was sad over something. At times like the death of a ninja, but that was only due to his connection to nature via his Makuten. Could it be? Stated a slightly shocked Hiruzen. The next day. Today at the orphanage started like any other. For Naruto. He woke up, used the bathroom, brushed his teeth, got dressed, and ate breakfast. Then, Naruto headed to one of his favorite places, the library. Naruto enjoyed reading about the history of Konoha and anything about it, and he was reading peacefully until he heard his name being called. Naruto placed his book back and took off down the stairs to answer the call. Yes, mom, you called me down, old man. Stated a stunned Naruto, noticing the Sandaime in the doorway. Ah yes, indeed I am Naruto-kun. Would you like to take a walk with me? Said an amused Hiruzen as he smiled down at the ecstatic boy in front of him. 1 second, mother. Could I go with the Hokage for the day? After an obvious yes from the woman, Naruto and the Hokage were off. The orphanage mother was proud that Naruto was polite enough, even in his shocked state, to still ask her permission despite the Hokage being in the room. As they were walking around Konoha, the Hokage decided to ask Naruto a few questions. Naruto-kun. How have you been? I haven't seen you for a while. I've been okay, Gigi, everything's fine. Naruto said, trying to mask his sadness from Hiruzen. Really? Are you sure you're okay? You haven't been feeling a little down as of late, feeling lonely over how people seem to ignore you? Naruto stared bug-eyed at the Hokage. How did you know? I am the Hokage. I make it a point to know. How about you tell me over some lunch? Have you heard of a place called Ichiraku's? Sure, why not, and what's an Ichiraku's? Several minutes later, Ichiraku's. This is the food of gods. Stated Naruto as he happily devoured his third bowl of the heavenly food called ramen. Not feeling at all depressed anymore from his earlier story to the Hokage of his lack of attention from the Konoha populace. Indeed it is, Naruto. Ichiraku's has the best ramen in all the land of fire, possibly the world. And you are always welcome here, said Chuchi, the owner of Ichiraku's. I Kanji-san. Always. Asked Naruto, who stopped eating awaiting a response. Before Chuchi could answer, though, his young 10-year-old daughter, Ayami, answered first as she came around from behind the counter. Of course, Naruto-kun, I'll always be here for you, we could be best friends. Huh? as she hugged Naruto around the neck. Naruto became shocked. The girl he just met wanted to become his friend, his best friend. Then he almost had a heart attack when she hugged him. It was his first hug from someone other than the Hokage, and he couldn't remember being happier. His first friend his age, Naruto felt immediate happiness. At that point, the Hokage, who was happy at the scene, decided to ask another question, and quote, "Hey Naruto-kun, do you still want to become a ninja?" And quote. While ending his hug with Ayami, Naruto replied with, and quote, "Of course. I wanna get as strong as you so I could protect my friends and the village. That way everyone will have to acknowledge me. Maybe I'll become Hokage so you can go back to your retirement home." And quote. After a round of chuckling from everyone, the Hokage said, and quote, "We'll see about getting you some training. We'll even get you an apartment close to my office so you can come to see me anytime. How does that sound?" And quote. Naruto didn't answer, but due to the tearful face and the immediate hug Hiruzen was given, it was more of enough of an answer. This was the happiest moment of Naruto's young life. He was going to become a ninja. What he always wanted. As this was all going on, Konoha's plant life seemed to come alive. Trees grew seemingly immediately, flowers began blooming rapidly. Everything looked beautiful, and to the one dubbed and quote, the professor and quote, he had a pretty good idea what was going on. And quote, "I think I know the perfect sensei for you Naruto-kun. It seems something amazing has come back to the leaf." And quote, thought Hiruzen with a smile. Several months later. It had been a few months since Naruto started his new life. That life of moving to his apartment, meeting his sensei, and beginning his journey to become the best shinobi he could be. In those 6 months, Naruto did meet a few other kids his age that Naruto got along with better than expected. Those kids were a lot of clan children, since the shinobi families weren't telling their children to actively avoid him. They were Shikamaru Nara, Choji Akamichi, Kiba Inuzuka, and a quiet boy named Shino Aburame. Naruto got along with those 4 the most, but he did get the chance to meet Ino Yamanaka and Sakura Haruno, though it was sparse. Due to Sakura's mom taking Sakura away most of the time when Naruto came along, and Ino leaving with her friend. Despite that, he did thoroughly enjoy his time with each of them and became quick friends. Happiness filled Naruto. He wasn't the most popular guy in Konoha, but he at least had friends that cared about him and enjoyed spending time with him. And nearly every weekend since Naruto's new life started, Naruto met with his sensei after the academy every day at a simple training ground. He only knew him because of his tiger mask and his short spiky brown hair. The Anbu was a pretty cool guy in Naruto's opinion. He was a calm, collected person. He wasn't a strict teacher, but he did instill a sense of perfection into Naruto's training. He mainly had him doing chakra control exercises, like the leaf balancing exercise, tree walking, and water walking to get his control up. Seeing how he couldn't do anything too strenuous due to not wanting to stunt the growth of a 6-year-old kid, he did notice that somehow, despite Naruto being a Jinchuriki, his chakra control was amazing. It was shocking because usually, people with higher reserves didn't have good control of it. Naruto was quite the anomaly. But one thing he did find the most shocking was when he tested Naruto's affinity. The results shocked him. Tora handed Naruto a sheet of special chakra paper and told him how it worked. That when he channeled his chakra into it, it would either burn to ashes, cat an affinity, become soaked, soot an affinity, crumble into dirt, dot an affinity, crinkle up, rate an affinity, or split in half, futon affinity. When Naruto did as instructed, the paper did something unprecedented. The paper split down the middle, creating two halves. Then one side crumbled into dirt while the other side grew damp and became soggy. And quote, "Whoa, Tora-sensei, does that mean I have 3 affinities?" And quote, stated an excited Naruto. As shocked as he was, Tora didn't allude Naruto to that fact. He was an Anbu, he could handle shocks like this. But it was still impressive, and you could tell from his tone when he said, and quote, "UHMM. Yes, Naruto, that is extremely rare and very impressive. It's so impressive I think I'll teach you 2 jutsu for 2 of your affinities since they are both identical to mine. But you first have to carry out elemental manipulation for both, and we may even find some elemental manipulation on wind too, but for now, let's start with Doton." And quote. Tora handed him a leaf and told him to channel chakra into it and attempt to turn it into dirt. And quote. "Alright Tora-sensei, I can't wait for it. I'm gonna steal that hat from the old man in no time." And quote. Naruto said as he began to channel his chakra. He did notice someone walking toward an abandoned-looking clan district. And quote. "Hey, isn't that the Uchiha?" And quote. And quote. Yes, it is. Sad what happened a couple of months ago with the massacre. Maybe it's best to stay away from him for a little while to let him cope with his loss. I couldn't imagine what he's going through." And quote. Said Tora. And quote. Maybe. You're right, sensei. Hopefully, he doesn't get too sad about it. But honestly, how could I know? That pain is unbearable, I bet. And quote. Naruto said as he watched him walk down the path, forgetting about what he was doing. And quote. Hopefully, but aren't you supposed to turn that leaf into dirt? And quote. Questioned Tori as Naruto's eyes widened. And quote. Hi sensei. And quote. Naruto said as he began to concentrate once again. He continued doing this for a few hours, making minimal progress. But progress nonetheless, until his sensei told him he had to leave. He did leave him with instructions to continue with his chakra control exercises and to keep at the leaf in his spare time. With that, he disappeared in a shunshin. That left Naruto to his own devices. Deciding that it was still too early to head home, Naruto went to the park to see if his friends were there. Hokage's office. While Naruto was hanging at the park, Tora arrived at the Hokage's office to give his report on Naruto's progress. Tora began with, and quote, Naruto still surprises me. Despite having enormous chakra reserves, he still maintains amazing control over his chakra. It's quite unbelievable. But that wasn't the biggest surprise of the day. And quote. Normally these reports had little merit since Naruto was just beginning his journey and did not do anything of too much substance since he was still underage. But due to the last thing his Anbu said, he was interested in hearing it. And quote. Please tell me what it is, and quote. Asked Hiruzen. It was hard to keep the smirk off his face as he stated, and quote. I tested Naruto's elemental affinity today with chakra paper. I found out that Naruto has 3 chakra natures. And quote. Upon noticing the Hokage's dropped jaw, Thrilled that he was able to tell him that info, he continued with, and quote, "Those three are wind, water, and earth." And quote. After a few moments of still being stunned, the Hokage stated, and quote, "It seems Naruto-kun is blessed with amazing abilities. You remember when we found out he was a censor?" And quote. Flashback. And quote. "Now Naruto-kun, are you ready to meet your sensei and begin your training?" And quote. Asked the Hokage. Naruto closed the door to his apartment as he said excitedly, and quote, "Yes, I can't wait to become the best." And quote. With that, Naruto and the Hokage headed to a training ground located 15 minutes away from his apartment. They sat and talked for a few moments, until Naruto abruptly stopped mid-sentence and looked to his left. A few seconds later, an Anbu in a tiger mask appeared in a swirl of leaves. The Hokage noticed this and asked Naruto how he knew the Anbu would arrive right there. What Naruto said shocked him. And quote, "I don't know Gigi, I just kinda felt him coming and that was the direction he was coming from. I've always been able to do that. It's kinda weird. I also know what people are feeling too." And quote. Said Naruto, unaware of what that meant exactly. And quote. That's the same as Mito-sama's negative emotion sensing. And quote. Thought the Hokage. And quote. Well, Naruto, what are we both feeling at the moment then? And quote. Asked the Hokage. And quote. Gigi, you feel proud and tired. And the man with the tiger mask is feeling a little anxious and kind of excited. And quote. Said Naruto. A quick nod from the Anbu, the Hokage said. And quote. Naruto, it seems you're a censor with abilities I've seen in only one person. And quote. With a look of excitement, Naruto questioned and quote. Who? And is it that good? And quote. And quote. Mito Uzumaki, she was the wife of the Shodemi Hokage. Before you ask, I'm not sure if you're related. I think your last names are just coincidental. And yes, Naruto, it is one of the most powerful censor abilities recorded, and with that, you're bound to be an amazing shinobi. No one would be able to deceive you. Quite powerful indeed. And quote. And quote. Yatta, I'll be the best shinobi in the world. And quote. Said an overjoyed Naruto. Present, Konoha Park. While Tora was giving his report, Naruto had found his friends at the park. The whole gang was there, Shikamaru, Choji, Kiba, and Shino. They were all just doing nothing really when Naruto walked up and said hello. And quote. Hey, Naruto, how are you, man? And quote. Said an excited Kiba with a bark of greeting from Akamaru as well. And quote. I've been great. It must be cool coming from clans like all of you do. And quote. Said Naruto. And quote. What do you mean and how do you know we are from clans? And quote. Said a curious Shikamaru, as they never brought it up before. Naruto was too young to know about clans. Right. And quote. Well, while at the orphanage, I did a lot of reading about the history of Konoha. And it gave a detailed explanation of the more prominent clans of Konoha. Like the Nara clan that you come from, Shikamaru, known for its use of shadows, producing geniuses, and it is part of the Ino-Shika-Cho combination. That Choji here is also a part of. He is from the Akamichi clan, whose physical prowess is unmatched with their expansion jutsu. I also heard they own a few restaurants around Konoha. Kiba here is from the Inuzuka clan, known for their tracking ability and amazing taijutsu abilities. Also for the tag team of them and their partners like Akamaru there. And finally Shino from the Aburame clan, who specializes in tracking and the capturing of their enemies. They use bugs in almost all of their jutsus and they are quite formidable in battle due to those bugs and their logic in formulating plans. And quote, explained Naruto. At the end of his explanation, the group of four had varied reactions. Choji was happy that Naruto didn't talk about his weight. Kiba was happy that Naruto knew the Inuzukas were amazing. Shino gave a quiet nod of agreement, while Shikamaru was trying to figure out the enigmatic Naruto. Sometimes he was a regular, goofy kid, but other times, Naruto had moments where he seemed like a ninja due to his knowledge and movements at times. But before he could say anything to find out more, Naruto had seemed to take off with Kiba in a race during his moment of thinking. Oh well, he had ample time to figure him out. Why worry about it now? Plus those clouds look appealing to him. Hokage's office. And quote, well, at least Naruto's life has become better, wouldn't you say? And quote, asked Hiruzen. To no one in particular as he watched the scene from his crystal ball. From the window, the dog mask Anbu appeared, and quote, yes, he seems happier and I'm glad for it. Am I still going to be his sensei when he graduates? And quote, responded Inu. And quote, if all goes as planned, he'll be on the same team as Uchiha Sasuke so that you can teach them both Minato, your sensei's legacy, and the last remaining loyal heir of the Uchiha clan. I couldn't find a better teacher and watcher of those two. If I got to create him from scratch. But Naruto will continue to work with Tora, allowing you more time to focus on Sasuke and the third member. And quote. With that Inu gestured a hand over his left eye. And quote. Sounds like a good plan. Well, if that is all, I'm off. Until next time. Hokage-sama. And quote. And quote. Bye Inu, I'll see you later. And quote. Said the Hokage as he stood up and looked out over his village. While overlooking his beautiful village, Hiruzen couldn't help but think, and quote, I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Leaf Village. I'm sure it'll be one that'll go down in the history books. And quote. Thanks for reading. A.N. This story was edited and redacted some during December 2017 and once more in 2019. Easier read despite its rookie mistakes, of which there are plenty. Thank you for reading this far even if you don't plan to go further.